So we are about to quantum travel now to the destination where the Xenothreat are actually attacking the UEE. Looks like we already have some capital ships here, 2 Xenothreat capital ships and probably the UEE Javelin at the same time. And people are saying that this is impossible, we're gonna die. Fear not, the Eradicator is here in the Freelancer Miss, which is one of the ships that we have in the PTU. And so we're going to be making good use of those missiles here. Looks like I'm already being targeted by both of the Idrises here. I'm not afraid. There's 2 Idrises, 1 Hammerhead Corvette. That is a lot of ships here. 2 Hammerhead Corvettes, 2 Idrises, a lot of capital fighters. Oh my goodness, what just happened to me? I just got completely obliterated, and seems like this was actually the intended result. Let me tell you why. Hello people of the verse and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and as you could see in the little introduction here, there is another Xenothreat playtest happening in the PTU right now. It is the AB patch. No major bug fixes apart from 1 client crash and 1 extra server crash, but the rest of the known issues is pretty much the same. But the testing focused here this time is gameplay stability and the Xenothreat playtest. Yes, it is happening right now. And the devs are actually planning to do quite a couple of changes here in this particular patch, as you know, there's actually a thread on Spectrum about it, and here they said that the instruction for the test is that the playtest will occur on the PTU servers in all regions shortly after the new build has been released, and this will start in phase 1 with video and instructions in game to get set up and then progress through all the phases as player complete or fail each phase. We currently don't have an end time for the playtest, but we expect it to run until late in the evening US Central Time. With regards to the AI difficulty in this latest build, please let us know in the comments about your experience with them and let us know if they felt more engaging and difficult compared to previous tests. Thanks for playing. And as you could see, they were indeed very engaging. There was an entire fleet. There was an entire fleet that I just had with 2 Idrises, 2 Hammerheads, plus a bunch of fighters. I noticed that there were a couple of UEE fighters that were here to help, but they probably got obliterated very violently here. And when we look at the feedback on Spectrum, it does seem like people are indeed saying that the AI here is much more aggressive, and a lot of people even reported they have failed to destroy any because apparently they seem to be mutually supporting each other and helping each other, flying almost like in formations. They do send their missiles, they do evading maneuvers, and it seems like some of the fixes that the devs have applied to this very patch are working very effectively, as it makes the AI respond in an appropriate way. Now, again, it's also entirely possible that the same thing happened to these players as it happened to me here in my play sessions, where we were only 3 people in that PT. You can see, by the way, in the B-roll footage, which was a Nubabich just before going to space, that indeed the frames per second were absolutely fantastic. The NPCs were doing their thing. They were not standing on chairs, they were not stuttering, everything was working fine. Of course, this is what's happening when the servers are not overloaded and you just have a couple of players instead of having 50 players in one server, which of course makes it much more difficult, and that's where the troubles start. So at least it was interesting to see how those NPCs work as intended, and sometimes, you know, why it does seem like CIG are happy with the work and the result in the PU feels completely different, because it does seem like Star Citizen is functioning almost properly when the servers are not overloaded, which is actually something that I find very reassuring for the time when finally server meshing is going to be working and it's going to be reducing all of that heavy load on the servers, and you know, the game is finally going to be smooth. But of course, that is another discussion for another day. Anyway, guys, just to tell you that there is a playtest in the PTU right now about Xenothreat. You guys should try it out, and you guys should give feedback to CIG, because of course one of the complaints that people had is that, you know, those NPCs were too easy to kill. They feel like giant piñatas again, and of course players do want to have a little bit of a challenge, and so they need our feedback to know if now it's actually something that is more desirable or perhaps a little bit too difficult, and they're gonna have to adjust that once more. So it's gonna be our turn here to do the job and inform CIG of what's right and wrong. Anyway, that's all for this short little video, guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget, this month I got the giveaway. I still have 1 constellation Taurus to give away. All you have to do is to subscribe to this channel and answer the giveaway question I'm asking right now. Make sure your settings are set in public, by the way. And so the question is, have you tried the latest Xenothreat, improvement? Do you think that the AI needed to be a little bit more challenging to kill? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, thanks to all the Patreons there on Discord. Thanks to, if you are a subscriber of the channel on the YouTube button, or if you are a Patreon, I have a lot of gift cards thanks to Dragon Ghost. I was looking for my words here. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for more content on the channel. Hopefully, I'll be able to get to try those PTU patches a little bit more, and this time not get obliterated very quickly, you could see, so we can have a better experience to tell here on this channel. Anyway, this has been the Eradicator. I wish you a great day. I'll see you guys later. This video is brought to you by the people who support this channel on Patreon and via the join button as well. Supporters of the channel get access to lots of cool perks, such as access to my private Discord, your question answered in the show, you get to know when I'm going to play, and also you get to have a chance to influence the editorial line of the channel. Any help is appreciated, starts at just $1 a month. Thank you very much for watching. This is the Eradicator, and I'll see you guys later.